The war began with this tweet. This tweet hit the timeline. Dear @real Donald Trump, I've been carjacked in Chicago with my arm broken. I still don't want you or your troops here. TIA, BTW. There are no red hats here. Heart emoji, showing how her arm was broken, how she's proudly wearing her cast, talking about how she does not want troops to arrest criminals that literally just broke her arm. This is suicidal empathy, and I would like to take this moment to remind you that men fought for women to have the right to vote. But then again, men have fought many battles that they ultimately lost. They say history is written by the victor, but sometimes that's not actual reality. A reminder, this woman and many of her ilk can vote. Of course, she got obliterated on the timeline by people like Asmongold, and she ended up deleting her entire account because she got obliterated. And I think this is base. We need to make Karens afraid because we are entering a new era. You know, men have tried for so long to toe the line. Men have tried forever to stand on business, but not really stand on business. All right, if you were offensive, the man would apologize. They invaded your spaces. They invaded your workforce. They invaded every ounce of every place where you felt safe. Everything needed to be inclusive to people that nothing was necessarily designed for. Schools became less competitive because competitiveness is not good for women, even though it is good for men. Literally hindering the men's creative abilities and ability to grow for the sake of another gender that decided to enter the school system, which honestly, I do think that education is very important. But then again, I also am a big fan of male-only and female-only schools, personally, because I think men and women are wired differently inherently, but that's just an opinion for another day. For far too long, men have played ball, calling you the pronouns you want it to be called, playing your sick fucking empathetic games where they would come to destroy us, but not anymore. The age of the Karen has ended. So, as a response to this tweet, which is now deleted, Asmongold responded and went viral. The biggest threat to America isn't Hamas, it isn't Venezuelan gangs, and it isn't violent migrants. It's upper middle class, primarily white, liberal women who would import all of the above to destroy our country in order to satisfy their suicidal empathy. 100% correct. On the money, on the mark. Asmongold is right. No lies detected. And the response was a thinking emoji from Elon Musk himself. Oh my god, the grand noticing is happening. Now, the thing is about women, they're hilarious. We love them. I am actually a big respecter of women myself. I really am. But I also think it is not disrespectful to say that men and women are built differently. We are built with different strengths. We are built with different weaknesses. There are things women can do that men can't, and there are things that men can do that women can't. I don't think that saying this is inherently sexist. And if you think that is, then my response to that is, okay, and what now? Okay, you called me sexist. Good. I hope you're happy with yourself. You can pat yourself on the back. You got some virtue signal points, but you know what you didn't do? You didn't break me. In fact, you empower me to continue speaking my truth. So I have to show you the Asmongold clip, and I have to show you the fact that women are realizing that they are their own worst enemy. Literally importing people for suicidal empathy purposes, bringing them the fuck in so they could enter your countries, destroy them from the inside with cultures that are not meshing, because I'm not rehashing this bullshit. The cultures are not meshing in certain areas, importing them, and because the media was able to play at these women's emotions to tell them, no, deporting them is so mean. And then these women will be like, oh, I do feel bad for them, actually. We shouldn't deport the illegal rapist, terrorist, murderer, people that are invading our country. We shouldn't do that. That's actually a very not nice thing to do at all. Literally controlled by emotion. And honestly, that shit has to end immediately. Now, obviously, it's not all women, and also, it's not only women, but I do think it is predominantly liberal white women. It is a liberal white woman disorder. I mean, they don't have children. They are taught to abort their children instead of raise them, so they have to fill their empty, devoid life with something. And realistically, the something that they found was having empathy for people that don't deserve it. So let's see the Asmongold clip, and then we're going to go down the rabbit hole of women kind of regretting certain decisions.
I actually had a bit of a popular post on the Twitter today. 31,000 likes. So this woman goes on Twitter. She deleted it.
Yeah!
Oh my god. I
Cinema!
actually have vanquished
Cinema!
the Karen.
Karen vanquished! Bro, this is the real Dark Souls game.
To the Shadow Realm.
Yeah.
The first of many. And so I said the biggest threat to America isn't Hamas, Venezuelan gangs, or violent migrants. It's upper middle class, primarily white women. I should have said liberal, to be fair.
To be fair, he's right. He should have said liberal. It's primarily liberal white women.
Who would import all of the above to destroy the country in order to satisfy their suicidal empathy.
By the way, what I think he's referencing here is a lot of you might not be aware of this. I think all of you know about the Venezuelan gangs and the violent migrants that have been imported into America. Just last week, it turned out that some random fucking retard bitch in the government gave, like, just endless visas to random people from Gaza, which, you know, likely included Hamas members. And just basically with no oversight. And the Department of Justice clamped down on that shit the moment they found out about it. But that's insane, bro. What are you doing? Like, bro, they're fucking retarded. Like, the issue isn't the threats that are across the world nearly as much as the people that are giving them free tickets to enter your communities and destroy them from within. I actually agree with this take. I think so. I think this is one of the West's kind of downfalls. We empathized too close to the sun.
31,000 likes. A now deleted post. That's right. So she deleted it. This is what she said. Dear Donald Trump, I've been carjacked in Chicago with my arm broken. I still don't want you or your troops here. There are no red hats here. I'm gonna
absolutely make fun of these people. We have to make retards afraid. I mean, we have to call retards retards. It's important. They have to be afraid to be retarded. They might be called out by someone that doesn't share their levels of suicidal empathy. Now, I have empathy. I do feel bad for to deport a child that literally was, like, you know, brought in here by illegal immigrants. I feel bad to deport the child. But it's not going to stop me from doing it. Get the fuck out of my country. Illegal in this country. Get the fuck out. It's literally that simple. It is literally that simple. Every person that is illegal in America should leave. You could leave yourself, and if you don't, you'll be forced to leave. Incredibly based. No more of this fucking pussy shit, gigantic bleeding heart vagina maneuvers. None of that garbage. I don't want to hear it. It's stupid, and I'm not gonna just sit back and shake and tremble at fear of getting canceled by a Karen army. All right? Oh my God, the transsexual Karens are canceling you on Twitter again. No more. Don't care. Do not give a fuck. Every time I get canceled, I just get radicalized more. You are making me stronger.
I'm gonna pull her name. She's getting pulled up. Wait a second. Did I get it wrong? Wait.
No,
did she go on private?
Karen destroyed. The first of many.
Oh, I broke my arm. Oh, you don't give a fuck about that because you work a white-collar job. You're an upper middle-class person. You don't need to use your arm all the time. You never feel a single consequence from the actions that happen in a meaningful way.
I mean, there's that, and there's also ego. Her arm might be broken, but her ego is not. So she needed to show how she's actually such a good person. You know, when she got her arm broken by a black man in Chicago, or a brown man in Chicago, basically not a white guy, that's the point, right? She was carjacked in Chicago by someone that was illegal in the country. That's kind of the implication here. Because, you know, they say that Trump is only locking up black and brown people. So, you know, and she obviously doesn't want troops there. So when she goes out and she makes a post like this, she essentially broke her arm, and the first thing she thought was, like, fucking yes, I could virtue signal now about how a black guy beat me up and I don't want him to go to jail because I am an ally to the minorities. Actual retard behavior. This should not be what's going through your head. What should be going through your head, if you actually cared about anything, which you don't, is you would want that person that beat you up and broke your arm to not do that to anyone else. But you don't care. You are selfish. This fake empathy, virtue signaling bullshit, this isn't just suicidal empathy. It's almost a false term. It's pure and utter unadulterated ego, and it's disgusting. And it manifests, I think ego manifests differently in men and women. For women, it's all about the emotional side of ego, whereas for men, it's a lot more of that getting that W. But ultimately, I think men and women are biologically different. We are different creatures, created different ways to serve different purposes. And you vote for some reason.
You get your car stolen and you work a minimum wage job. Now you're on the fucking street. So I see people like this and they're so fucking selfish and narcissistic.
I completely agree. This is pure selfishness. This suicidal empathy is almost too nice. All right, it's like your empathy makes you like you'll kill yourself for somebody else. No. This is pure selfishness, pure unadulterated narcissistic ego that you do not care about your country dying, about your neighbors getting their arms broken. You only care about the virtue signal. And these people suck, and there's so many of them.
And somebody needs to call this
These are all the people that'll go on Twitter and they'll go on TikTok. You voted for Donald Trump? You're a Nazi. Let's divide our country. Let's divide our country because you voted for a guy that the media told me was a bad guy. That's right. That's right. Apparently, he sexually assaulted someone who didn't come forward for years until he was running for president, and then she decided to come forward, and I totally believe her because I believe all women. Fuck you and your entire movement of sticks, stones, and paper-mache bullshit. None of this matters, and I had enough of this sitting still and letting these bitches fucking crash out.
shit out. I hate people like this. I hate them so much. And
I don't hate these people. I think that personally, these are people that were manipulated by the system. Again, I'm a more glass half full kind of guy. I hate the attitude and I hate what she did and I hate this mentality. I don't hate this person, okay? Because I do think that this is a person that's lost. I think that this is a person who ultimately grew up and was either brainwashed by society, by her schools, by her colleges, telling her that this is the way it's supposed to be. That, you know, the whole fucking bullshit, you know, abort your children, all cultures are equal. And, you know, you have to have empathy for people and you owe black people everything because they used to be slaves. You know, like that random narrative bullshit. And so many people get trapped by it, especially, and I hate to be that guy, especially liberal white women that are emotional black holes that just somehow instantly eat this up, and because they're afraid that if they don't, they will be, you know, cast out as being the mean girl, and all the other girls will be mean to this girl because all the girls are saying that. So you have to be on the same side as the girls. So you ultimately fall down this trap. Now, I'm not saying that there's no agency on her behalf. She's an adult. She makes her own decisions. But I do have pity in my heart for people that are ruining their lives for this endless grift.
Will do everything that I can to get rid of as many of their voices as possible in a completely peaceful and non-violent way in the free marketplace of ideas, because these ideas are lies. They are abusive, they are harmful, and they hurt people around them. And I will do it until it's done with peace. Yes. Completely non-violent. I hate people like that.
Damn. Yeah, he actually fucking popped the fuck off. Now, obviously, I think everything he said was perfectly reasonable and biblical, even. I'm gonna tell you something that I think about this from time to time. I try to make my values actually come from something. Like I like to corroborate my values with either scripture or philosophy. You know, something that has something to it. All right. Now you have every right to disagree with me, but in the Bible, the 7th book of the Old Testament is called the Book of Judges. All right. Essentially, it goes through 12 generations of people, of the Israelites. Every generation ruled by a different judge, which was essentially the leader of that different generation. And each judge was selected by a prophet, which God told the prophet to select each judge. That's kind of how the book goes. All right. So ultimately, it was 12 generations where they selected 12 judges. Each generation, they would select the person that, you know, God told the prophet would be the most fit for the job. 11 out of those 12 were men. 1 was a woman. Now, I actually really like this statistic because I do think that obviously there are some women that are going to be better in certain roles than men, and some men that are going to be better in certain roles than women, even when they're traditionally more in their own gender roles. But I think it's an 11 out of 12 chance that a man is going to be better in a leadership role than a woman. I'm not saying that there are no women that are going to be good leaders. I absolutely do believe so. But I think it's about an 8% chance. All right. So again, everyone has the right to come to their own conclusion, but I feel like we're seeing it in real time. These overly, ridiculously virtue signaling bimbos everywhere. Now, so this is Asmongold's tweet. Biggest threat to America isn't Hamas, it's liberal white women. Women signing petitions to free violent criminals right after posting about how scary it is to work alone. True! Oh my God, it's so scary to walk alone at night. Anyway, let's free all the violent criminals because I am an emotionally distant, retarded bitch creature who was raised by the fucking media telling me how to think and why I should be emotionally manipulated by criminals. And it works, and it fucking works. And look at that shit. That's insane. It's absolutely diabolical, and we see it in real time. Now, of course, the retards pop out of the woodwork. This is Myron Gaines, one of the most known, like, you know, anti-Semite type people on the internet. Everything's the Jews, according to this guy. So he responds to Asmongold, okay, Asmongold, you're getting warmer. Now ask yourself who all the most prominent feminists are. Who's that Pokemon? It's the Jewish propaganda image with the big nose. It's pretty funny how it's always the Jews. I do appreciate it. I do respect it. Jews are overrepresented in a lot of different areas of media, and the media is definitely left-leaning, so therefore there are a lot of woke Jews. That's true. But to say that it's like the Jews' fault, bro, was it the Jews' fault that you that your girlfriend cucked you and ended up getting with another man? Was it the Jews' fault, homie? Just found out that Myron Gaines' girlfriend, who he never had sex with, left him for a straight man who fucks her well. Damn, was this the Jews, bro? I'm sorry, that was below the belt and completely funny in my opinion. So anyway, they fucked around and they found out a lot. So I wanted to take a little bit of a look-see as to what's been going on around the world, because over the last week or so, I feel like there's been this mass awakening, not only by men, like people like Asmongold, that are actually willing to voice these opinions, which would have been absolutely taboo just a year ago. You couldn't say this shit online. Or they'd call you sexist and you lose your career. Now they just call you sexist and people respect you for being honest. And that means nothing. But it's women also. Women are also realizing that these policies that they themselves are primarily pushing, because the number one, leftist voter right now, the number one open border policy voter is the liberal white woman throughout all of the Western world. So people are noticing, and the women are too.
Modern women really need to make their minds up.
An old man literally just stopped me and said, I don't mean to be rude, but you are absolutely gorgeous.
Wouldn't go that far.
And I looked at him and I was like,
hey!
And I just turned around and and then I'm thinking, is this just me deeping it too much? Is he actually just trying to be nice?
Old man probably has zero libido. Probably just being kind and sweet.
It was probably just a sweet old man telling her that she looks gorgeous. Probably.
Oh, must be a predator.
And then I'm thinking, wait, no, that's me, my people-pleasing brain switching on and trying to excuse the fact that he just...
Feminist programming patch kicked in.
I'm absolutely gorgeous, which is just so unnecessary.
Though totally necessary to post.
Do you understand how crazy this is? They are actively, I love that she made this video, because she is actively explaining how she brainwashes herself in real time to get offended or to not get offended based on the fucking programming. We're watching it in real time.
This nondescript encounter all over social media to definitively reaffirm that you're absolutely gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Narcissism alert!
Is that weird? Or am I just really deeping this now? I just find that so weird. Don't say that. That's just weird. Ew.
Okay, let's go with her explanation that it was weird and perverted. Because let's not pretend that since cultural enrichment inflicted itself on Western cities, that women being approached by leering men isn't a problem. I mean, they complain about it all
the burden of catcalling and street harassment.
the time. So then how do we explain this?
All right.
We truly are not bullying MAGA men as much as we should.
Yes, double down!
Because what do you mean you're scared of cities? Cities?
Literally.
Yeah, no one's, what are you talking about? It's not just scared of cities. It's scared of fucking murderers in cities because the crime rates are high. See, unlike women who are operating with girl math, and this is obviously not all women, but this is the primary liberal white woman voter base, that girl math their way into thinking that it's okay because they don't want to sound racist, right? That, oh my God, it's a black neighborhood with a high crime rate. No, I can't say that. That's racism. So they instead literally reprogram themselves into just making believe that actual statistics are fake. Crazy.
No right-wing man says they're scared of cities.
Like downtown?
They say it's important to have situational awareness when you're in cities because cities are dangerous.
Yeah, because it happens. Because the number one murder rate in the world, as far as all cities on the planet, was Washington, D.C. That's retarded. And Trump militarized it and obviously turned that shit down. But to the average retard that needs to virtue signal, you're scared of cities? Why are you so scared of cities?
And try not to live in them or bring your family up in them, because in most cases, they're shitholes.
You're scared of that? You're supposed to be the protectors, right? Aren't you all the one pushing the gendered bullshit that men have to protect women? What are you protecting us from?
Other men! Rapists that are in the cities, that are sometimes not even legal in the country?
other men.
Yeah, great zinger, lady.
The creepy, aggressive ones who you complain are predating on you all the time.
Weird. Ew. I strap my toddlers into a car and drive them downtown literally weekly and think nothing of it.
Not this again. She personally hasn't been harassed or attacked by someone in a city that we know of. Therefore, all major cities are safe havens of happy, clappy tranquility.
There it is, baby. There it is. There it is. Stats don't matter when I got my personal situation. Yeah!
But you, my guy, won't go within a 5-mile radius without your Glock and being strapped up?
Yeah, I wear a seatbelt when I drive. I make sure my baby boy is safely secured in the child seat. Because there are complete idiots on the road everywhere. Doesn't mean I'm
And there are fucking criminals in cities. Like, what is even this argument?
scared of cars, does it?
I think we should be bullying them more.
Well, you're trying, and you're failing, because, I mean, it's the fucking feminists that are deleting their Twitter accounts in droves. They're trying so hard to, like, do this bully back mentality. Like, it's literally the whole new move. It's failing so miserably, it's unbelievable.
That seems like snowflake shit to me.
Being generally cognizant of your surroundings.
Yeah. It's snowflake shit to not want to get stabbed in an alley if you go to a city with a high crime rate. Yeah, what a snowflake, am I right? Meanwhile, I call her by the wrong pronouns and she will literally have a conniption, but getting stabbed in a fucking alley in a city? Nah, that's snowflake shit.
When walking around cities that have higher murder rates than war zones is snowflake shit.
Snowflake shit. These big, strong men get their stats from Fox News and think that crime has over these areas and the police are getting beat up. No, they're not.
Yeah,
I literally went to the farmer's market downtown.
Oh, she went to a farmer's market. That's how she knows that it's not happening, even though there's like ample evidence on social media of it actually happening.
2 weeks ago. It was fine.
Oh, she visited a farmer's market in a gentrified area and didn't get attacked. Everything's fine.
The little guy is scared of the big city. Oh.
We're not scared, we're just disgusted. Fascinating.
Men like, yo, let's deport people that are illegal in our country, shitting in our cities, and stabbing our women. Women be like, actually, you're such a coward. Why would you want to deport the rapists that are shitting on our city? You pussy, what a bitch, am I right? Wow.
To see liberal women accuse right-wing MAGA men of being scared of cities, when half of these liberal women shit the bed at the prospect of visiting small-town America.
In places like Florida or Texas, or where I'm from originally, like the South, you expect that shit. That's like, oh, okay, well, yeah, there's still some fucking disgusting little racist assholes. People are still stupid here.
People are still stupid here. You are the racist asshole. That's amazing.
I live in one of them, and it's one of the ones that's like certain. And now that I think about it, I hardly ever see black people here. What the fuck?
Oh my god, I haven't seen a black person in like a week. Oh my god!
I'm gonna move.
You're a conservative pussy irrationally scared of cities if you want to avoid certain parts of town with cartel-run narco-state murder rates. But if you're a proud queer of colour, you will be instantly lynched the second you leave the bounds of any top 20 size metro area.
Yeah, how often does this happen? When's the last time there was like a modern day lynching? Like, if you look at, I mean, they don't believe in statistics, which is hilarious because they believe in, like, literally, like, the COVID vaccines, right? The government says you have to vaccinate, mask up, and lock yourself in your house for 6 months. And everyone was like, oh, fuck yeah, if you don't do that, you're killing people. Suicidal empathy. But however, if you literally read stats about murders that take place every fucking day in Washington, D.C., they're like, they don't believe it. But you know what they do believe? They do believe modern day lynchings are happening in small town America because of the racist white people that killed all the blacks. What are we doing? Like, imagine being so deluded. A mind purely guided by empathetic bullshit and programming.
People keep asking me why I still look like I'm in my 20s. All right.
Because I drug myself advertisement bullshit.
That's better. So thanks to Chanley for sponsoring this video. Same people who've spent decades portraying white rural areas as deadly backwaters. Right-wingers are scared of cities, lol libtards, when they enter the safest, most wholesome 99.9% white small rural town in America.
Scared of the big city.
One of the funniest things liberal women do is whine about how scary it is to walk alone at night because men. And then 3 seconds later, this shit is a dangerous.
True! Oh my god, the hypocrisy is everywhere, and they don't even see it. I really feel like they don't mean to be disingenuous. I really feel like they just don't even get it. And I feel like even after they get clowned on, they still don't get it. They still just call everyone racists and sexists. Everyone that's criticizing her, they're just misogynists. Like, this is absolutely delusional. Delusional. I don't walk around at night because it's so dangerous. All men are rapists. But also you're a coward if you think that rapes happen in cities.
I'm not afraid of cities, I simply do not like them or most of the people in them. This woman being a great example of why. Of course, everything she just said is mindless partisan babble. Trump's cracking down on crime in big cities. They hate Trump. So just as in the UK, they got the memo to spout off about how safe they feel in big cities. Even though when asked directly, before Trump got back into office, personal safety fears were at a 3-decade high in the US. And most...
So the personal safety fear was at a 3-decade high, but then Trump comes into office and now you have to hate Trump, and Trump wants to literally make there be less crime, so suddenly you have to be anti-Trump, which means you're pro-crime. That's the math. That is literally the math. They're pro-crime, and they're trying to figure out a reason why they could make believe it makes sense that they're pro-crime.
Keenly felt by women living in big cities, so it's really liberal females who are scared of big cities, and for good reason, because all the Democrat-run ones are crime-ridden dumps. Another study found that white leftists in America and the UK were more likely to avoid diverse neighbourhoods and move out of them compared to conservatives. Oh, you scared of the big city? Studies also show right-wingers aren't more fearful than liberals. They're just concerned.
No fucking shit. Come on, dude. Really? We needed the fucking article to tell us this, that conservative. Like, come on, dude. What are we talking about? These people are still wearing masks. Like, come on, dude. Like, what are we talking about? They think that Trump is literally a Hitler. They think he's actually gonna be making concentration camps. Okay, all right. Like, come on, dude. These people are fighting. They're fighting fucking shadow monsters. All right, they're not even fighting reality.
And with different types of threats, i.e., real ones. No doubt your girl here is already...
Conservatives be like, we should arrest rapists and murderers. Leftists be like, we need to weaponize the government to stop Elon Musk from secretly puppeteering Donald Trump to fire workers that work at the IRS. Come on. You have to understand, like, we're literally on different levels here. This is not right.
Planning her solo female travel trip to the slums of India.
That was Hey, that lady just got culturally enriched, if you know what I'm saying.
It's fine.
It was fine.
Meanwhile, progressive guy totally not scared of cities. Always avoids that block. Thinks he's tough for surviving the city. Just don't make eye contact. Only mugged once. Go and ask women living in Western European metropolises if they're scared of cities. You'll get a very consistent answer. Yes, in Germany.
Es ist sehr krass. Vor allen Dingen einfach, dass die wirklich keinen Respekt vor Frauen haben. Ich arbeite in einer Arztpraxis. Zuletzt letzte Woche die Situation, wir nehmen halt auch Immigranten da auf. Und die hatten aber keinen Termin und die haben das nicht verstanden, dass wir heute, also an dem Tag nicht die Kapazität hatten. Und er hat mir die Blätter gehauen, er hat mich beleidigt, hat mir den Vogel gezeigt und erst als mein männlicher Chef runtergekommen ist, nicht seine Frau, sondern er, erst dann haben die es verstanden und haben die Arztpraxis verlassen.
So it's only after her male boss showed up that this immigrant decided to leave her alone and stop humiliating her and hitting her in the face.
Scared of the big city.
What a bitch.
France.
Un sous OQTF a escaladé en 1 heure, on vous explique tout.
This Moroccan man, illegal in France, climbing into a girl's window to rape a child is actually, it's Trump's fault somehow, because you scared of the big cities?
C'est sur les coups de 7h du matin que de 17 ans a eu la désagréable surprise de trouver un homme quasiment nu. Selon de l'enquête, serait un Marocain de temps et sous obligation de quitter.
Scared of the big city.
Yeah, what a bitch. That 17-year-old that got raped by a 30-year-old Moroccan illegal immigrant that climbed into her window. What a bitch, am I right?
In the UK.
Alright, that's not comfortable at all.
Scared of the big city.
Yeah, what a bitch, right?
Well, I guess they're all just being snowflakes.
Snowflake shit.
Là, je suis à déplorer, je ne peux plus en fait. Je vous explique, là, je vais dans un jupe, un petit peu tremblé à Paris. Comme je passe devant un bouc, il est là, il fait que de me fixer. Et là encore, je parle, en fait, il vient et qui te regarde comme un morceau devant un gros en train de me fixer. Il voit que je le side-eye, je lui vois parce que moi maintenant ça voilà, encore
He doesn't even care. Zero shame. Unbelievable.
Voiture, voilà, une Gova là.
They be like, wait a second, we imported the third world. Are we becoming the third world? Wait a second, we're importing people from cultures where rape is really not criminalized. Could it be that they don't respect women as much as, you know, the people that are, you know, originally French from our city origin? Is it possible that we are our own worst enemy?
Parce que en fait, tu te rends compte que tu peux pas vivre normalement quand t'es une meuf à Paris.
Scared of the big city.
What a bitch! What an unbelievable bitch, am I right? But it got so much worse. It got so much worse because women are kind of cooked.
The past is a foreign country.
Butterface!
Raccoon eyes.
All right.
Okay then, that's Butterface Stacy.
You ready for
They do
Butterface
things differently
Stacy?
there.
And now, Stacy, take off the bag. Here we go, and let's see the face.
What do we got?
I mean, she's quite attractive. More attractive than her.
Stacey.
True. Women giving women bad advice. Example, a billion.
It's gotta be hard.
You know what? I have a crazy one for you today. Dude, this went super viral today, and I was almost seething, because this is diabolical.
If you could give a single girl some dating advice, what would you say to her?
How old?
Let's say she's like 21.
Oh, 21. Just bang them all. Bang them all, because men are so immature that you're not gonna lock anyone down. Don't even start thinking yet about the husband stuff. But I will say, bang dudes quietly. Don't tell everybody. Shut the f- about it. Just go do your business. Bang girls, bang guys, bang dogs, trans, whatever you want. But keep an eye out for the good ones in your college.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, keep the solid dudes in your back pocket. Like, befriend them, but don't f- them or date them or nothing until you're kind of like older and you're ready to like settle down with a boy.
Yeah.
And then call that guy up, like that one you had your eyes on, and then be like, "What's up, dude?"
Yeah, that's actually evil. That is actually fucking evil. Bang dogs, bang trans, bang everyone. Like, these people are ruining their lives. Like, this is the worst advice you could give. And no one gives a woman as bad advice as another woman on the internet these days. It's kind of feels that way, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is diabolical.
Hard when the crowd starts. Oh, dear. Could you give her the microphone so I can talk to her? Stacey, it's got to be tough when the crowd starts freaking out when you take the bag off your head.
2000s TV was fucking bizarre.
How did you end up here in the Butterface? Did some guy tell you about it?
No, actually, my friend Candace entered me into it.
That really is
Of course, your friend Candace did it. I'm telling you, like, dude, 99% of problems in society, you can trace it back. You can trace it back to fucking retarded liberal white woman every time.
Shit friend.
She just told me you had to have a perfect body with
A bad lid?
Yeah.
Fascinating to compare 2004 beauty standards to 2025 beauty standards. Those standards really have slipped. This video also just went viral.
Okay, I'm Riley. I'm 24. I'm from Houston, Texas.
Oh, this video, dude.
And honestly, I'm down for any good adventure. I just got scuba dived.
Who the fuck? Which one of her girlfriends told her to get, like, this style? Like, woo.
Certified, and I'm planning to go to Australia this summer, so I'm super excited about that.
Travel girl, red flag.
And then I just picked up skiing like 2 years ago, and I honestly love any themed party. Like, those are like my favorite things to go to, my favorite things to plan.
Exhausting, high maintenance cringe.
And I'm looking for someone that wants to be my adventure buddy, and it's someone that I can trust in and is gonna be there for me.
This is a dating show, not an adventure buddy finding show. So realistically, all the men that came here looking for a girl to date, now, to be honest, like, you know, that's not what they're signing up for necessarily.
Aww. Any takers, fellas?
And no one gets up. I saw this clip. Yeah. Oh, diabolical. Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
And it's a big fat zero.
Yeah, that's awkward. And a lot of people were so sad, like, for her. They said, no, she's better than any of you. Dog, this isn't a competition about who's better. In fact, I would argue that all the girls that are gassing her up and saying you did good, they are directly trying to destroy their actual competition. I think this is some mean girl shit. Like, this is people sabotaging themselves. Once again, it is the self-sabotage system that is absolutely insane. Like, if you want to date someone and it turns out you are an adventure girl, he will go on adventures with you, okay? Because he'll love you for who you are. No one's signing up for this shit.
They're nervous. They're scared. Anyone. Come on.
Awkward. Yeah.
Hey, Riley.
Justice for Riley because this was unjust. It was unjust of men to not want this lifestyle thrust upon them. This is unbelievable levels of cope. They didn't need to agree to any of this shit. That's one. And two, look at all of them smiling. Look at every single girl smiling that no one took her up on it. Like, actual competition destroyed. And they gassed her up. And on the internet, they're still gassing her up. You did good, girl. You're better than any of them. You should double down. And it's like, goddamn.
But thank you for introducing yourself.
Bit awkward, but on X, a deluge of delusional women and male
That's
feminists
right,
reacted
baby!
by...
I knew that he was gonna do this! It's literally the delusional women and male feminists. They're the ones that came for the support for Riley. You're better than any of them, sis! You don't need no man! They literally go in to sabotage each other.
Blaming the men for not being interested. She was way too cool for any of these guys. Men deserve to be lonely. Look at this piece of shit. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Male loneliness is the most self-inflicted epidemic ever. She doesn't dress like a hoe and is fairly pretty. That's not true though, is it? An attractive woman who can scuba dive.
Alright, whatever. Yo, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, okay? Obviously, this beholder's eye is set somewhere else, so I'll be real.
So he's fit and adventurous. And likes themed parties. He's clearly a lot of fun. Doesn't get a single taker. Gee, I wonder why. In just 20 years, we went from this being ugly to this being attractive.
I'm Riley. I'm 24. I'm from Houston, Texas.
Hope and truly is real.
Diabolical.
To grab. Aside from the distinctly unfeminine activity girl spiel, adventure buddy equals pay for her travel expenses. It's the voice, isn't it? You can just tell from the voice.
Honestly,
We love any themed party.
Yeah, this is the, I'll be real. She probably has a meltdown when something doesn't go exactly her way. That's kind of the vibe I get personally. But again, obviously, I have nothing against this girl on a personal level here or anything. But blaming these men for not wanting to date her, that's a skill issue. Girl, you failed. Sorry. Ho. Find someone else. Like, what do you want from me? What do you want from any of these men? They have no obligation to you. None. Zero. And all of your friends that are literally so quick to throw you under the bus? Like, dog, this is evil.
Like, in 2025, no woman should have to seek validation from men.
Huge L.
It's literally a dating show. A Mormon dating show. Presumably, they're looking for a wife, not a travel buddy.
True! No. That's what I was saying the whole time. I didn't even know it was Mormon, but it's a dating show. It's a dating show. You don't say, I want a travel buddy, go skiing and adventure on the world. I'm looking for an adventure buddy. And it's like, all right, dude, I'm looking for a wife. I'm looking for a wife. I want to raise a family and have some babies. All right, that's what I want. That doesn't really seem to fit into your plan, so no. And with all due respect, you have every right to ask for what you want, and these men have every right to tell you to fuck off. But the internet doesn't see it that way. And obviously, it's all the women that are self-sabotaging and sabotaging each other. Like, it's so sad. It's so sad. It really is. Because I don't even think this is like even a majority of women. I really just think it's the loud internet ones.
How dare they not be attracted to her? How dare they have preferences?
No!
I hate men so fucking much. Dude gets frustrated over being constantly rejected by women. He's a pathetic loser incel. Extremely mid woman gets rejected once. All men are misogynistic pigs.
Isn't that amazing? I think that's just awesome. Women having standards. Yes, queen, know your worth, never settle, you got this. In other words, they want you to be forever alone and have a bunch of abortions and die sad and depressed so that you could become the thing that they sought to destroy, and you could become the sad, unhappy, old, dying cat lady that could tell the next generation to also be sad and alone and depressed. Men having standards. You deserve loneliness, I hope you die.
Women having standards. Yes, queen, know your worth and never settle.
Again, I have nothing but respect for my women out there. Y'all are awesome. You really are. You keep the world going. You deserve better than to be manipulated by other people that are jealous and that want you to fail. You are better than a cog in a machine that is being manipulated and being preyed upon. You are better than any of that shit. You really are. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just cringe and traditional in this regard. But I thank God I am very, very happy in my personal life. And I'll be real, the woman in my personal life is also an incredibly, incredibly happy person. Thank God. And realistically, I'm winning and you're losing. Damn, that sounded pretty dark.
Got this. Men having standards. You deserve male loneliness. You're an incel and I hope you die lonely. Women reasonably lower their dating standards to match with a comparatively attractive male partner challenge. Impossible. A professional matchmaker says women are telling her they're meeting handsome, charming, successful men who pay the bill and they're still not interested.
All right, I might have to take my own advice because right now I am so frustrated by the fact that like I can't see anything more with this guy I'm seeing. And he's a great guy. He's a great guy on paper, great guy in person.
Right.
And I just don't understand why I don't see more with him.
Social media brain rot. That'll do it. Yep, that'll do it.
Demanding men wear suits by a specific tailor and that their ears have to be a certain size, while men are demonized for wanting to date someone who's somewhat on their level in the looks department. Female relationship requirements in a man.
Number 1, height. My man's gotta be above 6'2". My last 2 boyfriends were 6'3". Number 2, you can't have a gut. I need you built. I need you fit and going to...
Bitch, you have no breasts. What are we doing? A-Cup over here wants a 6'3" man with no gut, all right? A-Cup? Oh, my God. I know that a lot of people are going to be upset at me, that I'm obviously objectifying them. You are objectifying, all right? This is literally just reciprocal objectification. Fuck you.
Going to the gym multiple times a week. Number 3, he cannot have a salary cap. He needs to have multiple streams of income. I need you in a career that is going to make us money. I like expensive things. I like expensive vacation. Number 4, whenever we travel, he's got to be flying his business. And number 5, he's got to have a really nice watch.
Male relationship requirements in a woman. Literally anyone who's just vaguely pleasant looking and nice. Oh, but apparently it's men who need to lower their standards.
And then the funniest thing is you get Sydney Sweeney advertisements and everyone says this is Nazi shit, it's evil because it's an attractive woman. You know, like, I think that society is devolving at such a rapid rate, primarily for women. I think it's really bad for men out there, for sure. Like, you know, people aren't having children. You just look at the fucking graphs, the population graph. It's pretty scary. But, like, dude, there are more and more and more depressed people that are just, like, unfathomably lonely. And turning to ChatGPT for relationships.
Even though men are already lowering their standards. Good luck, fellas. Mid women on Tinder.
What the fucking troll shit was that last one?
This is the 5th time. The 5th time.
I would dump you immediately just for like the whole nose ring, 4 rings department. Like I would see you and immediately make believe that you didn't exist and walk away.
That I've told a guy on a dating app, hey.
You have 4 rings on each hand and 1 on your nose. Dog, like which of your girlfriends is telling you this is a good idea?
I really like you, like I have a good feeling about you, let's go out, let's do this. And they unmatch me.
Mid men on Tinder. 10,000 right swipes to get just 13 matches and 0 dates. Not to worry, guys, I've heard Travel Girl's still available.
Okay, I'm Riley.
Riley? Yeah. So, I don't know. I really feel like this is like a slow dilapidation of society, primarily caused by women, primarily affecting women. And realistically, shit's not changing unless you call retards the way God intended. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed. There is an 8% chance that women would be a good ruler for society. A 92% chance you should just get a man instead. That's my biblical lesson of the day. Definitely not getting canceled for this video. I've been living my good life out here. What can I say? What can I say? It turns out, so far, my values have not steered me wrong. I thank God every step of the way. And I hope you, too, can find somebody in your life that makes you feel whole. And that also isn't a walking lobotomite propaganda spewing NPC from the liberal establishment. Thanks for being here, and stay weird, fam. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam.